Hi, and welcome to Ascension. This is Roxy. Thanks once again for tuning in to my joy. Booyah! Here we go. And greetings once again to the collective. This is Ocyphius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. I bid you a good day. How's our little Rob there?
Awesome.
Excellent. Head of Shivani, greetings. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How was your tour? Your last your tour of reality? Good?
Bad.
Hmm? Exciting?
It needs to be changed.
Needs to be changed. It can change. Yes.
Yes.
Do what?
I don't know yet.
Choice. Always know that. Never forget, you always have choice. The statement, I didn't have a choice, is a choice, is it not?
Yes.
Alright? It's your world. Make no mistake about it. You can even choose to say it's not your world. That's your own freedom. That's how awesome and free will we are. We can choose to be limited. We can choose to say we are limited. And the mirror will reflect that. And then you'll know one day that you can choose different. Most certainly. Stand by. Kohoniato. Shingi go mahanata hiniato hona. Revolutionary, we shall speak of. Hello, everybody. I'm a new person. The last time I talked here, I was, let's say, freshly passed on, and I've shifted. I want you to give you a perspective. I want me to give you a perspective. Hold the child, please. Good?
Yeah.
When I spoke last, George is who I am. So you can backtrack through the idea of this, let's say, channel's station? Business, is that what we're calling it? Yes. And find George with a J. And that was me at that time. Now, what happened is I just departed recently within that complex, and I came back at that time as that complex, but now I'm about 3 eons older since then, and it was, I don't know, a year ago or whatever it was. See, that's how time works. That's how time works. Okay? I go into this time now as me just recently departed, understanding, waking up, and experiencing the new expression called George. Then I go away, and then I coalesced and learned and spent some time in another density, another idea, and learned about myself. I had everything I need. I didn't need food. I didn't need shelter. I was just in this isness, in this world of a, let's say, I created, I'll give you an idea. I was a center point of a surrounding universe, and I gave myself a sunrise and a sunset and night stars, but there was no heat or no cold or no wind and no environment and no earth. It was just a picturesque screen, and I was in the middle of it and just basking in that. And then I got to show myself my experience of life. This last journey, if you will. And then I spent some good time doing that. And then I spent some good time experiencing from that on what is possible with what I learned. Oh yes. Because it's new knowledge. It's new expansion. It's new material to expand from. And then when you get to see it from a moment of stillness and observe it for however long you want to, over and over again in all the different moments you experience in what you call the lifetime you're in right now, you get to really observe and learn a lot. And then from that, you get to experience and create another part of yourself to understand that. And I did that again. I did that total 2 times off of the first, let's say, review of my first lifetime, of that last time, known as George on Earth. So I spent some time away, and then here I am a year later, if even that. Year and a little more. So I've evolved. I've evolved. And we're reflecting back that, like fire, the collective oversoul fire said, that you spend some time becoming and reviewing what you are on this time, earth, space now, but truly now you're way more than what you realize you are. Yeah. You are way more than what you realize you are. It's very exciting. Truly. Very, very exciting to know what you are. Alright, so in my reviews of myself, to see myself in the ways I limited myself, and I would say about 70% of my actions were background programs of built-in belief system, unrealized by me, the conscious self, in observation. You know, sometimes in your life when shit goes wrong, if you will, you look at it, and if enough shit goes wrong enough times, then you start questioning, well, maybe it's me. But then usually what happens is guilt would set in. It's like, shit, that's my fault. Oh, damn, I screwed up. And then you go through that whole regret thing, and coupled with guilt, and then you're a train wreck for a while until you get over it, and whatever your means of getting out of it, you allow yourself, if you get out of it at all. Some people just spin themselves into la la land and poof, take the exit. Anyways. Good chair. Thank you. So, what I want to offer is this. When you see yourself in action, understand that action. What? Yeah, we'll do that. When you see yourself in action, understand that action is a reaction. That action is a reaction to the experience you just had in the now. That reaction is the belief systems of response to that environment, to that thought. Now remember, I'm not just talking about action in the physical senses of receiving it, thank you, but also thoughts as well, okay? Don't define it or confine it to only the reality that is coming to you through your simple 5 senses. You have many more senses that are actually working in the program that shift your reality unbeknownst to you still. Alright. So, what I'm saying is, when you take an action, know that that action was a response to the idea of the mirror. So you truly reacted and then acted. But the gift is, time is an ally. The gift is, time is an ally. Why? Because you have time. You have time. So, when an action comes in, remind yourself, I have time. Then observe your reaction. Let it react. But when you miss the observation opportunity of reaction to said frequency, said experience, when you miss it, that means that you were attached to it. That it was you. That it was you. You said, this is me. But you didn't say it, you just automatically did it. You did it. You moved. You reacted. You just did it. Triggering responses all the time. But time is an ally. Slow the fuck down, is what we're saying. Slow down. Slow down. Relax. Because when you slow your reality down, you start to observe the programs that are unseen. And I had so many programs that I didn't even realize. I had so many ways. You know how you know you have ways? You know how you know you have background programs running? When the others in the mirror say, oh, that's just him. That's his personality. That's just the way he is. That's your reaction. When they can't define you, that means you're acting in the moment according to your highest joy. Because they can't define who you are because you're no set idea. There might be similarities, but it's always a different frequency if you're following your joy because you're always ascending. Think about it. So if you are walking along and you see something and you automatically do it and you don't even realize that you did it, and then all of a sudden there's a consequence or results and you go, damn, why did I think about that? Go back to the reaction of the experience that caused that and look deep. Look at that belief. Why did I say that? Why did I do that? Don't beat yourself up about it. This is not the idea of I did something wrong. This is you observing what's limiting you. This is you observing what is going on that causes the mirror to keep giving you the ideas that are no longer needed. When you emotionally attach to it, as you say, it is me, without even thinking, saying, it is me. It's automatic, program running, getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth a certain way, whatever it is, that is the immediate reality you keep getting back. You're taking away pieces of the reality that keep you limited. Yes, beautiful. Otherwise we wouldn't be on this Ascension timeline. Welcome to the show. Good job. But here, the masters that were called to play the game, when the call went out, the galactics, councils, whatever you guys want to call it, put the call out to the universe, to all that is. And we answered the call. You, me, everyone in this room, everyone that you perceive as a human in this space-time now and before, in your time frame, called or answered the call. Said yes. Said yes, I'm going to do this. So know that you chose a limited idea. Know that you chose to be separated in illusion. Know that you chose to journey away to come home. This accountability to yourself is not a means of regret or judgment to yourself. It is, if you would, an honor. Oh yes. Oh yeah. That you did that. Alright? So feel good about it. That gives you permission to be okay with the actions that you took that no longer serve you. When you can let go of the shit that holds you down because I made a move that I shouldn't have, because it didn't work out the way I thought it was, then it exposes what? Expectation. Creating a future based off the past, which is not going to work. Why? Because you cannot recreate any nows, because everything is now from a different perspective. So if I look at this now, that now is still. It is still, it stays there forever. And anyone who wants to choose to perceive it in any perspective gets to forever. But you can't recreate it because it's already there now. It exists. And whenever you go back to it, it's always in a new perspective, so you always see it differently. Booyah. Thank you all. Listen to that again. That's some good shit there. Yeah. So time. Slow down. Slow down. Observe. I spent an eon plus. What is it down here? What do they say? Oh, different definitions. Let me put it in years. 11,500 years. 11,500 years reviewing my life. But I'm here a year later, and actually I was gone about 35,000 years. Time is an ally. Oh yeah. So let's go back to the 11,000 plus years. Okay? It took me, a God, an individual singularity of all that is, a perspective of humanity, a perspective of creation, my own individual subjective view of all that is, and getting to choose how I get to create it. Beautiful. Took me, not saying it's going to take you this long, so relax. But there is no time, so it really doesn't matter. 11,500 years to review my life. 73 years. There's a couple of deaths in there. Resetting. I missed a lot of shit. How many observe your nows now? How many do you observe your nows in the future and looking back to the past? You can look at the now. You really can. Slow down. Find the triggers of the reactionary program that says this is who you are, and you don't notice it because you believe it is you. That's just the way I am. Bullshit. Oh no. Because that reactionary program that causes limitation is not who you are. That's the illusion you chose to heal. When the moment is non-reactive, and it only feels, what's the term you use? Slipstream. What? Vortex? Highest excitement. Okay, you all know what I'm talking about. When you feel that, then there's no time. Then the now is just now. And you don't need to observe because there's nothing to observe because it's perfect love. There's no reaction to it. There's no looking back at it. There's no playing in time at it. It's just perfect. That's all it is. It's perfect. When you see yourself reacting in a way that's unbeknownst to you, and a few minutes later you see something or feel something that doesn't vibe with you, you know that you're trying to tell yourself something. So that you got a program running in you. You got a belief system that's on its own, that hasn't been attended to you by the conscious self, the one that's aware, the one that knows it's awake, the one that is the higher self right here, the one that you wake up in the morning and go, I'm alive, I'm aware. That one, that you gets to observe the program of background programs running, gets to observe the limitation in time. You're not missing anything. What are you rushing? You think you're going to find something quicker over there? Now creates over there. Now creates over there. So if your focus is now, what do you focus on? Now. That's all there is. It's love. It's beautiful. It's perfection. It's endless. So know, slow down that you have. Know that you have time. You have this past here, and we're going to shield it. And you have the future here. We're going to shield it. We're going to open it up, and you're going to squeeze into the now. Okay? And now you're in this bubble of stillness. You can look around. And you can dance in here for many hours, many days, many years, many eons. many millennia. Oh, yeah. Feel it. Feel it. Don't think it. Are you thinking right now? What am I supposed to be feeling? Whatever you feel. Am I missing something? No. Am I doing it wrong? Oh no. Trust yourself in the moment. Slow down. Feel your own isness. And know the programs that cause the reactionary program to keep pinging off you is limitation. When it's coalesced, oh, listen to this. Listen to this. When it's coalesced, when it becomes wisdom, it's unnoticeable. Because you don't need to pay attention to it anymore. It becomes who you are. That part's remembered fully. And when you remember that fully, you don't need to pay attention to it, because that's you in the slipstream. Up here, me being idealized God, I don't need to pay attention to my limitations because I don't have any. I am just that. And I'm experiencing me with no limitations. Telepathy, shape-shifting, choosing, bouncing in and out of realities, doing all the fun stuff that you guys are dreaming of. But you can't figure out how to get to the fun stuff, can you? Because you're trying to create it off of something that you don't understand. Fun stuff comes by itself. If it's not coming for you, then you're thinking you're lackful. If it's not happening, you think you're doing something wrong. That's an appetite. Don't have the appetites for candy. Have the appetite for wisdom. Wisdom. Knowing. Watch the beliefs. Watch what's caused you to spiral down. Look at that. And then when you talk about what other people did to you, tell yourself bullshit. Call yourself to the own carpet that you create. Say, wait a minute. I did that. They didn't do it to me. I did it to me. Swallow that pride. Swallow it. Because it's just going to keep you limited. Oh, the peace with no pride. The peace with no pride. The peace with no pride. Oh. Endless. 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 Swallow it. Absorb it. And it dissipates into love. And then you have no reason to boast. No reason to blame. No reason to separate. The ego becomes you. The ego forgot to remember. Yeah. Take your time. Question yourself for a short time. See the difference in a short time for a very long time. How you can shift yourself that quickly. I didn't wake up this last journey. I chose not to fractal again because I'm servicing myself in my own choosing that I feel would be me and my love experienced. But I get to play the role of coming down here again from a different perspective, and how awesome is that? But you all have a chance to heal the illusion in such great manner, unbeknownst to you, because you woke up. You woke up. Discount these words. Go ahead. You woke up. You're aware of what you are. Even if your belief system is a little shaky about that, that's okay, because that's a start. And there is no action until you start, and you've started. You wake up, you believe. You seek, you gather, you coalesce, you expand. You observe, you love, you feel the emotions, you scream, you holler, you suffer, you pain. You live the limitation to know how great it is to be alive. And you change it, and you dissolve it, and you heal it, and you shine it, and you give back without even giving back. There's no giving back up here. That's a limitation. You being yourself gives back. Because you're creating every moment. Rock this thing. Rock the ascension. It is a grand journey. And I've seen the end, the outcome of this ascension. I've seen the mass awakening. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And you're a part of it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Very exciting. It happens now. Yes. Cool. Yeah. I miss sitting down by the fireplace. I do that. It's always good to do that. Find the fireplace. Sit down. It's good for you. Okay. Ocyphius, right? Yeah. I'm going to bring O back in. And this is George. I love you guys. And I know one thing. You got this. Bye. And our eternal thanks to that, George. This is all we have for this space-time now. Once again, it's been an epic moment of ascension, has it not? Oh, yes. This is Ocyphius. I bid you a good day. Cool. George. All right, guys. I love you. We'll talk to you in the next now.